Aw, animals.
Faith in humanity is once again restored. A bird in India with its beak clamped shut by a plastic ring was fortunately rescued by Indian birdwatchers who feared it would starve to death. Reported by the Times of India, the stork was rescued at around 9 a.m. on Wednesday in BASAI wetland, a suburb of India's capital. Luckily, the bird was rescued by birdwatchers and wildlife officials and was taken to a bird sanctuary for treatment. Surprisingly, the dehydrated bird was nibbling on a small fish and is in good condition, despite living without food for at least 7 days. Black-necked storks are classified as near threatened on the red list of threatened animals and are native to parts of India, Indonesia, and Sri Lanka. But only 50 to 60 of the birds are found in the wetlands region outside Delhi. When the photo of the stork with its beak shut by the plastic ring emerged on the internet this week, it immediately captured the attention of netizens around the world. Pankaj Gupta, a bird watcher and a member of the Delhi Bird Foundation, who was involved in the rescue mission, said the plastic ring could have come from a bottle or can and is likely to have slipped onto the bird's beak when it was hunting in the water and then got stuck there. The stork is currently being looked after by officials at the Sultanpur National Park and Bird Sanctuary. They will put it back into its natural habitat once it's deemed fit. The BBC reported that environmentalists in India want the BASAI area to be protected and are hoping to build a factory there to deal with the recycling construction waste. All kinds of rescue stories that will restore your faith in humanity. Popo and firefighters saving the day. Officers in Massachusetts are getting praise for doing some amazing heroic work after rescuing a puppy who was choking on food. It all started when a helpless dog owner rushed into the station asking for help as her 9-week-old St. Bernard pup was choking on food. Officers rushed over and noticed the puppy was not breathing, but limp and unresponsive. One of the officers wrapped his hands around the puppy and started pumping away at the pooch's chest. Firefighters also quickly joined in to help dislodge the obstruction from the puppy's airway. The lucky pooch was revived and later left with his owners, who made sure it was sent to the vet for necessary treatment. Dude Spider-Man's building to rescue child. Jaw-dropping footage captured in Paris over the weekend shows the moment a man scales 4 stories of an apartment block to save a child dangling from a balcony. Mamadou Gassama, a Malian migrant, sprang into action after the 4-year-old was spotted on the balcony on Saturday evening. Emergency services were on their way at the time of the video recording. The BBC reports the boy's father was questioned by cops for leaving his kid unattended. Speaking to Le Parisien, Gassama said he did it because it was a child and that he'd do it again. Many praised the young man's heroics, including Paris Mayor Anne Hidalgo, who thanked him by phone. According to Le Parisien, Gassama is set to meet Emmanuel Macron on Monday morning. A petition has also been started to help Gassama get residency status and public recognition for his actions. Those aren't what you think they are. A San Antonio family with good intentions learned a painful lesson after they brought 2 cute kittens into their home. The kittens were actually 2 young bobcats. According to KITTENS TV, the family's relative found the kittens close to their home near Salado Creek in northeastern San Antonio. So the family took the kittens in. Oh, aren't they adorable? And due to their jungle cat appearance, the family just assumed the kittens were Bengal cats. Nothing wrong with that. The awe moment stopped when the kittens started biting people and ripping the milk bottles apart. Yeah, that's a bit too violent for 2 little kitty cats. The family then Googled the kitten's size, check. Robust nature, check. Bobbed tails, check. Honey, these might not be the cute kittens we thought they were. The family called for help and the bobcat kittens were taken to the care of Wildlife Rescue and Rehabilitation, or else the next thing ripped apart might just be them. San Antonio Animal Care Services told KITTENS TV that it's possible the felines came from the Salado Creek area, where parts are still underdeveloped and wildlife roam free. According to animal experts, bobcat kittens have black tips on their distinct triangle-shaped ears, with white patches just underneath the back and short black-tipped tails. And if you do see bobcat kittens on your own, just leave them alone, as their mother is likely off hunting. Deputy rescues boy from frozen pond. A Utah deputy is being hailed a hero after bravely jumping into icy water to save a drowning boy. The 8-year-old had been chasing his dog over a frozen pond late Monday when he suddenly fell through the ice. Another boy saw what happened and ran for help. Sergeant Aaron Thompson arrived first on the scene and immediately attempted a rescue, punching through the ice to create a pathway to the victim. When the ice got too thick to punch, Thompson stomped on it to get it to break and soon jumped into the water to search for the missing child. The boy had been in the water for about 30 minutes before Sergeant Thompson finally found him beneath the ice, roughly 25 feet from the shore. He was airlifted to a nearby hospital where he is still being treated. Thompson suffered cuts and abrasions on his arm and symptoms of hypothermia, but has since been treated and is expected to be back at work by next week. Who you gonna call? This guy. A UK cop is being hailed a hero after he stopped a vehicle from falling over a bridge using just his bare hands and sheer determination. The van had been driving through icy conditions in Yorkshire when it skidded off the road and was left dangling precariously over a motorway bridge. When traffic officer Martin Willis arrived on the scene, he realized the driver was still trapped and hanging upside down in the van. Not willing to let the van fall over the edge, Motorway Martin grabbed hold of a wheel to keep the vehicle from swaying. He held on for 15 minutes until help arrived. The rescue operation took 2 hours, but ended with the 22-year-old driver being rescued and the van being pulled to safety. The poor driver suffered serious leg injuries and was immediately taken to the hospital. Motorway Martin, meanwhile, is getting applause from all corners of the internet for acting swiftly and saving a man's life. Isn't this wee guy just the cutest? Meet Cheech. This little guy is a rescue dog at the City of Waller Animal Shelter in Texas. Some volunteers at the shelter initially believed this was Cheech snarling and were scared of him. But they soon found out that that's no snarl, that's an old-fashioned doggy smile, and that same smile has gone viral. Apparently, he can smile on command and is described as super sweet. And the good news is he's up for adoption. You can find out more about that in the link below.